Welcome to 2026 Money Reset free webinar. It's time, and I can see that we are set for tonight. Welcome to this session. It's going to be quite exciting. We're going to dig deep into what it takes to make money and keep money and multiply money and all that's necessary for us to make the best of 2026. So I welcome you. I can see, tell us where you are joining us from. Let's spend a few seconds to understand, or rather know who is here. Then subsequently, we'll just dive deep into what we have got for tonight. So I can see Hope Pharmacy G2C is here. You are welcome. I see 6 people online. If you don't mind, we can just wait a few moments for more people to join us before we get started. Hopefully, we should be done with this in an hour or an hour and a half. Then we get well ready for 2026. Okay, I could see at Fayo Williams, my senior colleague from Lagos, you're welcome. Edwards from Port Harcourt, you're welcome. We have 10 people online. This is going to be an interesting one. I'm happy that you guys are locked to tonight. So it's December 30th. We have just one day left in 2025, and we are going to go into 2026 in less than 48 hours. Okay, Ekimeri from Abuja, you're welcome. So in less than 48 hours, we are going to be in 2026, another set of 365 days. Of course, I'm in the school that there's no difference between yesterday and today. There's no difference between 2025 and 2026. They are just time blocks. But since we are in a situation, a society that uses time block, let's take advantage of that time block and make a difference of it. And that's why we are here to discuss the new time block of 12 months, 52 weeks, 365 days that we have. What are we going to make of it? Because we are going to be measuring. We came into 2025 with some expectation that this time block, we are going to make the best of it. What did you do? And it doesn't matter what you did between then and now and what you are going to do tomorrow. God has given us another opportunity for another time, starting on 1st. Then let's make the best of it. Okay? Somebody in my fellowship used to say something. He says, whenever you wake up, that is your morning. So if I just woke up in 2025, well, this is your morning. Unfortunately, 2025 will end by tomorrow. However, wake up on 1st as a new morning. So welcome Abdullah Muhammad, Cornelius from Abuja, Dave from Abuja, you're welcome. So we are here to discuss money. Those of you who know me as AI consultant will think that I'm going to talk about AI and they not mention AI today. Or at least I'll just talk about it personally, but not necessarily a full class about it. However, I want to talk about money. 2025 is a good year. I don't know for you, it's a good year for me. At least I'm alive to see the end of 2025. Okay? And I'm believing God to see the beginning of 2026 and see through everything. And of course, I had some good results this year, which I'm very, very happy. I've touched people's life. I'm very, very happy. I was able to help people get results. I'm very, very happy. So it's a very big year, a very great year for me. I don't know for you, but at least you have something, at least a single reason to thank God for that you are alive today. Okay? So Gertrude Basharo, welcome from Abuja. Tonio Philly from Lagos, you're welcome. So we don't have to take too much time. Let's see. Let's get into Johnson from Namibia. Oh, that's interesting. Fam, you're welcome. All right, so let's go to our slide. By the way, I'm going to do some mathematics today. Eh? Don't worry, not too much of it. But we need to know our numbers. Very, very key. Very, very, very important. Okay? So, 2026 Money Reset, a practical blueprint for building real financial stability without hustle or burnout. Without hustle or burnout. So I'm going to be very practical in today's session. I want you to go with me on this. But meanwhile, okay. So I'm trying to test it to also be on the same page with you on YouTube, okay? All right, I'm also online. I'm watching what you're watching. All right, so let me remove a moment. Let me remove the banner so that we can see everything clearly. We have Saidu Hassan from Abuja, Etayo Jacob from Lokoja. You are all welcome, okay? All right, let me remove this so that we have only the screen showing. All right. Okay. I think we are good to go. Wow. Yes, we are set. So I believe you guys are ready for tonight to make tonight a different night. Now, my desire for tonight is to ensure that you start on a new slate. I'm not saying you're doing anything bad before now, but I'm saying whatever it is that you do, you want to start afresh from 1st of January. I mean, nothing stops you from starting from tomorrow. However, 1st of January is a good time to start. Okay, 1st of January to 31st of December 2026, you can count over that period. Okay, I did something similar like this on my own in 2024 before I came into 2025. In 2025, I also had a class, I think the second week, where I get people through goal setting, visioning, and everything. And some of them are even activating all the things they learned. Of course, I'm not going to go through that process with you here, but I want to give you that is necessary to set the baseline. And that's why today will be practical. Like I said, we'll do calculations and we'll give examples from myself and from others and what they are doing to get the result that they are getting. Okay? So let's get started now and now. Okay? So welcome to 2026 Reset webinar. This is a free webinar. You're not paying a dime to be here. All I want you is to write down. I posted that you should come with pen and paper. I want you to write down what you are learning and be taking decisions as you go on. Yesterday, I had a session with a coach and we shared a lot of things. As I was writing, I was putting a lot of new ideas as they come. And that's what I want you to do. Take note of the things, the rema that you get as we go on. Okay? So we are going to look at a practical blueprint for building real financial stability without hustle or burnout. And I'm put this without hustle or burnout because I want to change your mentality from a mentality of hustle to a mentality of business, strategy. Yes, they say side hustle. It's not a bad name, but people have what is called hustle mentality, that they are rushing and rushing and rushing. They are not organized. I want to remove that from what you do. You have to be strategic and organized. Then I don't want you to burn out. And I'm going to emphasize when I'm discussing it, you don't have to do 100 things to get money. You can do one thing to get money and get a lot of that money. So that's why I'm emphasizing this, without hustle or without burnout. See, health is wealth. You can make all the money. If you lose your health, the money is useless. So you see there's need for balance. There's what is called life-work balance. Okay? Now, who am I? Why should you listen to me? I know some of you are familiar with me, but there are a few people that may not know me in case people share this link to other people. My name is Gabriel Gambo Madu. I'm a management consultant. I'm also a business development service provider. I'm an AI educator as well as AI consultant. I'm an international speaker. When I say international speaker, I mean I've spoken in different countries on different platforms. I've spoken in Cameroon, I've spoken in Ghana, I've spoken in Nigeria, of course. Nigeria is a country of its own, and I've spoken in Benin Republic on leadership and management, where I emphasize on entrepreneurship. I've also spoken using my platform. I've had people attending from all over the world, the UK, the US, Namibia. I have somebody here, Ghana, Kenya, South Africa, Norway, name it. People have joined my classes platform from all these different places, including my class. Okay, and I am a pharmacist. That's my training in the university. I'm a pharmacist, and I still practice as a pharmacist. Some people don't know that I also do a 9 to 5. Even as I run my business, I also do a 9 to 5 as a pharmacist. I'm in for public health supply chain. Okay, and right now also I'm a student. I'm running a Master of Philosophy in Logistics and Supply Chain Management with the intention of going for my PhD. I think it's long overdue. Some of my junior colleagues in the university are professors now, but here am I talking over Zoom. But I enjoy it. I'm happy I'm touching lives at the level I am. So I want to go to the greater echelon of academics. And let me get a PhD, and you can boldly call me Dr. Gabriel Gambomodo, right? Okay. So I've trained over 8,000 people across different phases. Entrepreneurship, digitalization, AI. Those are the ones I have record of. There are platforms that I've spoken on that are not my platform, but a lot of people attended them. Okay. I've spoken to different people, business owners, professionals, CEOs, and so on and so forth. Recently, I spoke to NAFDAC. I was invited to give a keynote speech in their annual activity in Lagos, and it was an interesting opportunity to speak to a large number of people. I've facilitated several different workshops, both in healthcare delivery, in supply chain, of course, and in entrepreneurship. Now, I'm the founder of AI Mastery Academy. I'm also the founder of Health Tech Innovations. AI Mastery Academy is the practical online school that teaches entrepreneurs, business owners, and professionals AI skills and knowledge and how to use it to improve their lives, build businesses, and make money for themselves. So I have enough credential to teach this, especially if I have to even use the very first one of management consultant, where I advise businesses on strategies to make the best of their businesses and make money with it. And being an AI educator and consultant, I've used to make this management consulting job easier. And many students who attend my class see how I bring all businesses together to make life different for them. I am a result-oriented coach. In actual fact, they used to call me the result coach. I'm bent. I am a sucker for result. Whatever it is that I teach you, I'm not teaching you because I want you to know it. I'm teaching you because I want you to use it and get results with it. It's when you get results with it that I'm satisfied. I have a senior colleague here who attended one of my programs and implemented it. And I was telling my wife, see what I taught madam. But she did a small webinar and she was charging so amount of money for it, which usually myself, I will not charge for it. Of course, I know that she has a platform. I know that she has a capacity. But what she was teaching was part of what we shared in the class she attended. You see how proud I am that my own colleague, a senior colleague, a respected senior colleague, sees what I use or what I share as valuable to also use it for herself. So that's the kind of person I am. I derive joy when I see people getting results. And that's why sometimes I just come up with an activity. Even my courses that I sell, I will just come up and just slash the money and say, okay, pay this amount of money. It's so ridiculously low. People think, why will you sell your course at this low amount of money? I'm not driven by the money. I'm driven by the result. So I am a result-oriented coach. And you are going to see it today, because what I want to do today is to ensure that you get result in 2026. Ensure that you get result in 2026. And are you ready? Let me see in the comments. Are you ready to get result in 2026? Write in the comment. I like us to be interactive, please. Tell me in the comment, are you ready to get result for 2026? If you're not, no problem. You can leave the call. It's not compulsory. After all, some people didn't get result this year. They did not die. They say don't pressure somebody. Well, but there are some things you would have loved to do that you cannot do. Why? Just because you couldn't get result. I don't want your story, whatever story you have today, this should be minimum. I want you to have better results in 2026. So, okay, I can see Uchenna says ready. Johnson says, yes, I am. Edward says positive. Good. I like that. I like the energy. And I'm happy that you guys. Oh, Prince Adejo says, I'm ready. Messuju, I say, yes, sir. My senior colleague, Fire Williams, says, yes. Ekimeri said, I'm ready for great. Sorry, something is covering it here. For great result in 2026. Good. I'm happy about that. I'm liking it that you guys are on the same energy with me. So let's get started. Now, let me share with you from the very beginning the uncomfortable truth. You see, we are in a society that we don't have money knowledge. I boldly say that we don't have money knowledge. What we know about money is limited. Recently, I posted on my Facebook. I said the reason people are not making money is because they are limited by what they know about money and not the truth about money. There's so much about money that we don't know, and that thing is holding us back. And that's why somebody could lose money to all this Kalo Ponzi scheme and everything. Because what we think about money is not what money is. Once you understand what money is, you realize that you can do a lot more than what you're currently doing. And that's what we want to break tonight. Because if all those things are removed from you, of course, I'm not able to say everything today, but if those things are removed from you, you get a clarity and you are able to move better. So you work hard. That's the truth. Everybody works hard. Even that man who is pushing a wheelbarrow works hard. Okay? That person pushing the wheelbarrow works hard. The Okada person works hard. You that sit in the office from morning till evening, you work hard. Even me that sit before my computer works hard. Even when I'm holding my phone, I'm pressing it, works hard. Hard work is very good, but hard work is not enough. You also earn money. And that's why when I'm teaching people how to set goals, they say, I want to make more in 2026. That is not correct. Of course, 1 naira is money. 1,000 naira is money. 1 million is money. So also is 1 trillion naira. Okay? So also is 1 trillion naira. Okay? So you earn money, but where is the money? That's another thing. But how much money? That's another thing. Okay? Now, financial stability, even though you work hard and you make money, is still not what you have achieved by now. So what could be wrong? Is it that your work is not hard enough, or you're not earning enough, or whatever it is? So every year, it seems to be the same. And let me tell you the good news for me, the end of 2025 for me is so much better than the end of 2024. I want the end of 2026 to be a lot better than the end of 2025. The same prayer I have for you. It doesn't matter what you have made, how much it is at this. 2026 must end with something greater. So if every year before now ends with this kind of feeling that, what is it that I'm not doing right? Today, we are ending it with this new set of knowledge. So something is off. It is not you. It is part of it. It's part of what you know, what you are exposed to, perhaps what you're doing. They said, if you are climbing the ladder of success, make sure that it is leaning against the right wall. So are you on the right wall when it comes to climbing the ladder of success? Okay? So hard work is not the problem. Hard work is not the problem. Like I said, the wheelbarrow pusher is also doing hard work. Right? Hard work alone cannot guarantee financial stability. It's good to work hard. It's good to, some people say don't sleep more than 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours. I don't advise that. Although I sleep many times 6 hours or 7 hours, I always desire to sleep minimum of 8 hours. Okay? Please sleep well. That's one thing that I'm going to be doing in 2026. Everything is not about money. Remember, I mentioned earlier there is a life-work balance. In 2026, I'm going to do a lot of sleeping. As much as possible, I'm going to do a lot of sleeping. So I'm going to time myself to the extent that I know my timing to sleep. I wake up 6 o'clock. So how do I get 8 hours sleep? I must sleep before 10. Okay? So it is not working for so long, putting a lot of effort. What result does that your effort bring? And remember, Archimedes said something, give me a pole long enough and a fulcrum and I can move the wall. It's positioning. Your effort, is it in the place? Imagine you're digging a well where there's no water. But so somebody who has done a survey and said there's water here and he digs it there. Both of you are exerting the same effort, but the outcome will be different. So it's not the effort. The effort is necessary, but the effort is not just alone. Some people are busy, but what they are busy on is not aligned to what will give them result. Some people are busy, but what they are busy on is not aligning to their desire, to their true goal. We don't want to do that in 2026. You have to be intentional. You have to start from the beginning with the end in mind. Where are you going? You see, I've seen people that say, I'm looking for a job. You ask them what kind of job, and they tell you any job. Those people are done. Now, if you now say, come and be washing dead people, is that a job that they want to do? Do you know why? They don't have a direction. You don't want to be a person that will go to 2026 without a direction. You need to be clear on what you want. I posted advert on this and I said, how much do you want to make in 2026? And some people are making, yes, they make a figure. Somebody said 100 billion naira. I said, well, everything has a strategy, everything has a formula. So actually has a formula. But you have to be realistic about your formula. People, those who wrote it were making jest of me because I'm asking them how much you want to make. They are not realistic. Even me that is teaching it, I will never, for 2026, say I want to make 1 billion naira. Because I know for now, as much as I would love to have it, I don't have the capacity. Am I cutting myself short? No. The amount of money I want to make this year is so huge, so much bigger than what I made this year. You understand? But I know I have capacity about that or even to exceed it. But I will not come to something that I know realistically I don't have the capacity for it. Is it possible to happen? Yes, we have miracles everywhere. I mean, I don't know, tomorrow one of my classmates may become somebody and give me a contract, and my profit from that contract may just be $1 million. Or rather, $1 million or maybe 1 billion naira. I cannot rule that out. Anything can happen. But for the one that now I should plan for and I will work for and I'm intentional about, I have set it. You should do the same. Now, that does not now mean that because your total savings, let's put our savings, in 2025 ended at 500,000, you now say 2026, I want to make 1 million. 1 million is too small for you. We're going to talk about numbers. We're going to talk about numbers. I will not be able to exhaust the number, but when we talk about numbers, one of the things you want to look at, how much money do you really need? I attended a financial a webinar with a financial expert, and the amount of money he said I need to save for my children's school fees, even me, I don't have it. I don't even have half of it. And that's the money I need for my children's school fees. Do you get it now? So you need to also know what you need, calculate it, then you work towards it. So if you have a place you are going to, you know which direction to take to get to that place. So what is actually missing, when people don't make money, they don't have a place they are going to, no destination. So they are not intentional about their success. So I'm waiting for God to give me direction. God has already given you direction. That's why he gave you a brain. You have to use that brain to say, God, I want to get to this place. Lead me on how to get there. It's not that God should choose for you. Many of us abuse the purpose of God in our lives. We retire our brain because we feel that we are exercising faith, we are following on God. Meanwhile, that is not the reason why God gave us brain. God gave us brain so that we can also think. I don't know how religious you are, it doesn't concern me. I'm saying if you sit down and you're not using your brain to think, you are actually abusing God. Because God made us in his own image, and one of the things that God put to do is that free will. And what does free will mean? The ability to think and decide what you want. And what you want should align with God. That's where God comes into it. So you have to be intentional. I'm emphasizing on this because this is where many people miss it. You put in effort. Yes, you are going to work every day. What are you doing at work? You're going to social media every day. What are you doing on social media? You're talking about what you're passionate about every day. How are you talking about it? You are not intentional. So you have to be intentional. Success is intentional. It's not accidental. It's not accidental. They did not come to my house to say, Gabriel, we want to come and speak at NAFDAC just because I am Gabriel. I was called because I intentionally put myself out there and was doing something about AI education. And they now said, this person will come. In actual fact, the event that I'm supposed to speak at is coming up in May next year. It's one of the committee members now said, oh, if we are bringing this person to our event, let me take him to this our current event. And you see, just one event has created another one. More may come. You understand? Intentional. And being intentional means you have to decide what you want to get. I can't overemphasize this. You have to be intentional. You have to be intentional. I repeat it. You have to be intentional. Then aligning everything will not be magic. Now that you know where you're going, I'm going to Lagos. I will not go to Meduguri Park. I will not go to Sokoto Park. Even if all of them are in the same motor park, I will go to the park where I can take Lagos vehicle. And since I know that Lagos is very far from Kaduna, I will know that I'm going to budget 12 to 14 hours because of the bad road to get to Lagos. That is the alignment. It doesn't become magic anymore. Why? Because I am intentional. I know where I am going. So if you want to make 10 million this year, you have to be intentional. Know the 10 million you want to make, then you can design how to get to 10 million. If you want to make 100 million, the same thing. If you want to make 1 billion, the same thing. So when the destination is very clear, getting there will be easier. I'm not saying you are just going to wake up and get there. Direction will be easier for you. Okay? And when I asked the question, I made this post. I said, if you don't have up to 1 million naira, come into this session. Some people are looking at it that 1 million naira. So there are some people, when you talk about 1 million naira, it's like you're asking them that the old vault from the bank should be in their houses. How much is 1 million naira? We'll see the mathematics of 1 million naira. But whatever amount of money you decide to make, whether 10, 20, 100 million, 200 million, 500 million, it doesn't matter. All of them is easy to get when you know where you are going and you can align your effort and everything you do to it. So the question now is, which many people avoid, is this. If nothing changes from what you're doing now, how will your finance be in 2026? Ask yourself, the way I am right now, where I am right now, if nothing changes, how will 2026 be? How will it be like? Especially when I have to do finance. This is a finance class, okay? You think, ask the same question of your family, had the same question of your health. Listen, just a few days back, I was not too well. I think it's stress plus change of weather, okay? So you ask the same question about your health. Recently, I did a group and a webinar on prostate health. I'm above 50, so prostate health became important to me. Now I'm now looking at it, and I'm helping other men to also get right in that area. So every area of your life, you need to ask this question. But talking about finance, if nothing changes now, how will your finance be in 2026? Please excuse me a second. Let me. Sorry, it's the Harmattan season, but we don't know. The weather refused to Harmattan. Okay? All right. So ask yourself this question. Now, you cannot enter a new year with an old script. Whatever it is you are, It's not enough for you for the next task ahead in 2026. Excuse me, almost point. Sorry, guys. Okay. You cannot use whatever it is that you're doing now. Remember the question we asked earlier, and go like that into 2026. 400,000 naira. Let me tell you, 400,000 naira will buy at least 6 or 5 bags of rice. That is enough for my family. I have a small family to last us like 2 years or 3 years. Okay? 400,000 naira can do a whole lot. My son's school fees is not up to 100,000 naira. It's going to a nearby school. It's here in nursery. It's not that expensive. That will be how many semesters? 400,000 is a lot of money. But I used it for 2 hours. Why do you think I did that? I teach you guys. All of you know what I am made of. You know that I know what I know. And whatever I teach, I know it. But you know what? That capacity that you know me is not enough to take me to that thing I want to get. And what did I do? I invested in myself. You too have to do that. You too have to do that. And guess what? I decided to do it before I got to 2026 so that I can put my plans on ground and 2026 will give me the result I want. You also need to do it. You also need to do it. You cannot. Putting a new wine in an old wine skin will break the old wine skin. Okay? Good. So don't bring the old one. You need to review it. You need to renew it. You need to empower it. You need to energize it. You see, I tell people that I don't teach you theory. I teach you what I do or what I see people do. Most of the time, what I do is what I teach. I don't share my story about spending 400,000 naira because I want to boast. I share it because I want to give you as an example for what I am doing. This year alone, I've spent no less than 1 million naira investing in this one head that I have. Why? Because of the result I want to get. Someone say, hey, but you have the money. No, you say you don't have the money. I'm not asking you to go spend 400,000. Can't you spend 1,000, 2,000, 5,000, 20,000 here and there? Can't you save towards it? Can't you? If something is important to you, you will invest in it. If it's not important to you, I bet you will not. Even if you have 1 million naira in your bag, you will use it for something else. So you don't want to do that. For those of you who are actually so prepared for result in 2026, you have to invest. I'm not asking you to come and pay Gabriel. You don't have to attend AI Master Academy to learn. You don't have to buy my courses. I'm going to make an offer at the end of this. You don't have to buy them. But I say invest in yourself. One of the ways could be investing time, watch YouTube videos, read books, invest energy, spend time, create videos, do content, invest money, buy courses, pay for coaching, buy books and read them. But you must. If you want to get a better result, you must do something different from what you're doing. And there's no shame, no denial about it. Okay? You have to face your current reality. That is the first place to start anyway. What is my current reality? Which was the question we asked ourselves earlier. What's my current reality? You don't have to be ashamed about it. It's you and you. When I did the session yesterday with Choma, it was Choma and I. But after Choma left me, it was left me to tell myself the truth about what my current situation is and what I need to do next. So tell yourself, what am I? What's my current situation? What have I been doing? What have I not been doing? Where am I lacking? Where do I have weakness? Even me, I know where I have weakness. Okay? So you have to answer this thing honestly. You have to answer it honestly. See, you can deceive people, but don't deceive yourself. You can deceive people, but don't deceive yourself. Okay? You don't have to be shameful about it. You don't have to deny it. Just clear observation of what you are. If you are the kind of person that doesn't spend money on your self-development, you know you need to spend money, but you are not spending it. You know that is a fault. Begin to plan on how you can break that. Okay? If you're a person that spends money anyhow, once they bring new clothes like this, your body will be shaking to spend money on it. And you know that that money you're spending on those new clothes is stopping you from spending money on something that's very important to you, to your family, or everything. You begin to work. How do I change it? I don't need to go into this with that. So ask a self-examination. Do that self-examination. Find yourself. Find yourself. Find yourself. Find yourself. And do that self-examination. And those things that you identify as not good, you cancel them. Those things which are good, you improve upon them. Those things that you want to do that you have not been doing, write them down and put them as what you need to do for 2026. So you don't have to wait for luck. Some people are praying that, may God help me identify my destiny helper. How do you identify destiny helper when you are not even making effort? So luck is not it. And by the way, I'm sure you know that the luck now stands for preparation. When opportunity meets preparation, that is what is called luck, right? Or say learning under correct knowledge or something, okay, or whatever. When preparation meets opportunity, or opportunity meets preparation, that's what we call luck. So what it means, you have to be prepared. And what is that preparation? Building yourself, investing in yourself, writing your goals. When you have written a goal that this is what you want to achieve, begin to see those things manifest around you. Very, very important. So financial growth starts with a conscious, deliberate decision. I mentioned it earlier. Success is not accidental. It is intentional. It is intentional. And there's a formula for success. There is a formula for success. In anything that you see people succeeding at, there's a way they do it. It's not luck. It is not luck. You train yourself to be able to do that exactly as it is. It is not luck. So don't wait for luck. Don't say this guy is lucky. It's not lucky. You see that overnight success? Some people, it took them 20 years to achieve overnight success. It took them 20 years to achieve overnight success. So don't say people are lucky. They are not lucky. They've been working on it, preparing for it. Then when opportunity came, they were ready. When we are looking for somebody to speak on artificial intelligence in NAFDAC, guess who they call? Me. Because I was prepared. And let me tell you something. In that same meeting, a member of staff of NAFDAC also gave a talk on AI. But they say if you know the Panadol, you know feel be like Panadol. I'm not boasting. I'm just trying to say how prepared I am. Even though they have somebody internally, they still brought me in to speak. So do you get it? So you have to be intentional. Let me repeat. Financial growth begins with a conscious, deliberate decision. You have to decide it, that you want it and you want to achieve it. Okay? Now let's talk about 1 million. I want to use 1 million as the benchmark. None of you should set a goal for making anything less than 1 million. By the way, don't you want to pay Nigerian tax? So you're shouting, they want to collect tax, they want to collect tax. You don't want to pay tax. So you want total income that will come to your pocket in 2026, maximum 800,000. Is that what you want in your life? How much will 800,000 do for you? I just spent 400,000 for 2 hours. If I had 800,000, do you think I will be able to risk that? Do you think I will be able to risk that? No. So people keep complaining. I'm praying so that my businesses, no one, I don't have one business, I have one businesses. All of them will be qualified to pay tax in 2026. What it means is they should do a turnover of at least 50 million naira each to pay tax. So if Health Tech Innovation, 50 million, AI Master Academy, 50 million, Business Blueprint Solutions, 50 million, then my own, which I do without the business, all this AI Master, not AI Mastery, Protect Your Prostate, and those other small ones that I do, and I collect money in my personal account. When those ones come, then I will now also pay big tax. Is that so? Get ready. So I want you to talk in millions. I don't want to talk in naira. I was talking to Choma yesterday, and Choma told me that she teaches how to pack everything in millions, not how to collect money small. For those of you who didn't go to AI Mastery Academy in 2025, I welcome you in 2026 with a new prize. I know what I need to do to get my numbers. Whether you join or don't join is your own business. But if you join, it will be good for you anyway. Okay. So I want to talk in millions. What is 1 million? What is 1 million? Let me see what I'll talk about next. What is 1 million? Many people think that 1 million naira is the total money in one bank. No, 1 million naira is a small amount of money based on Nigerian current state. I'm not saying $1 million. If it's $1 million, now we are talking about 1.4 or 1.5 billion naira. I'm talking of 1 million naira. Okay? So getting 1 million naira is not difficult actually. Does it require work? Of course it requires work. You think somebody put 1 million naira, they're going to pluck from the tree? No, it requires work. But it's not about earning it. I'm telling you, if you go through your bank account and check all the money that came through your account, it's more than 1 million naira in 2025. But how many of it is remaining? How much of that money is remaining in your account or in your investment? Okay? So it's not about earning too little. It's that the money is coming with that structure. Some of you cannot even say you actually got. Some of you, if you print your bank account, you look at it, you'll be surprised that so this money came through my account. But we're not even talking about what comes in. We are saying, what did you keep? So we want to talk about in millions. But let's talk about even how to make the millions. You see, when you know what your destination is, here, 1 million, getting to it will be easy for you to understand. Okay? Now, let's do something quickly. So we're talking about 1 million. Let me change the format it and get a bigger font. Okay. All right, so we're speaking of 1 million. 1,00,0,000. 1 million. What makes 1 million? 1 million is 1,000 in 1,000 places. So if you sell something 1,000 naira, and 1,000 people buy, you have made your 1 million. If it is 2,000, you need 500. If it is 5,000, you need 200, right? If it is, we said 5,000 here, right? If it is 10,000, you need 100. If it is 20,000, you need how many? 50. So the UCI is getting more interesting. If it is 25,000, you need how many? 40. Let's look at this figure. Let's look at this figure. I have an offer. Let me go higher. If it is 200,000, you need how many? 5 people. Okay? So that you see it clearly. I sell offers 1,000. I have offers for 2,000. I have offers for 5,000. I mean, I've sold as all these different rates. And I've sold a program for 200,000. People who do direct coaching with me, they pay 250,000. So let's include that one too. 250,000, I will need just 4 people. All these people have paid me this, a multiple of this. Even 50,000, people have paid me several different amounts of money. Okay? So, if the effort, for those of you who see my advert, the effort I put in advertising the free class is the same effort I put in advertising my 200,000 naira class. The same effort. So do you see where I talk about hard work is not the problem? It is the kind of hard work you're doing. The Christmas offer that I did, I wanted to give a Christmas gift to my students. I didn't announce to them, but I said instead of teaching them for free, which was the plan, why not get people who are not in my class to also enjoy from it? And guess what? This same thing I created for that Christmas, I'm going to include it in my School of Creative AI Skills and Execution, which I'm going to launch. So I'm kind of practicing or creating content for the future, but still selling it now. So instead of creating it free for them only, I said, let me get small money from outside. And I said, pay 1,000 naira. I put in the same effort. So that same effort, imagine that course, I priced it at 5,000. I got about 100 people in that class. I will have made 150,000 from those number of people. Because it's the same course, the same effort, the same pressure. People will still make that. So you see why it is just not the effort. It is where are you putting the effort. So if I want to make 1 million naira in 1 month, and I decide to price my product for 200,000, my prayer point will be, God, in this January, as I sell this my coaching, of course I'm coming with coaching like this. In this January, as I come with this coaching, please touch the heart of 5 people. Touch the heart of 5 people. Touch the heart of 5 people. So when I'm doing this effort, I'm looking at, among all these my people, where can I get those 5 people that will pay me 200,000 naira in this January? Out of all the people I have, where can I get those 5 people to pay me 200,000 naira? So do you see? Now my effort is properly channeled and I know what I'm looking for. When I get 1, I say, God, you are giving me 1, no, remaining 4. When I get 2, God, you are giving me 2, remaining 3. When I get like that, and I will get my 5. And whatever it is that I'm going to give them for 200,000 naira, even if I'm going to be teaching it every day, just, and all this thing I will make, I will sell for 200,000, I can teach it in 1 week. The result I promise them, I can also teach them and get them to do it as quickly as whatever it is. But what I'm saying is, now my effort of prayer, God, give me 1,000 people to pay me 1,000 naira, and God, give me 5 people to pay me 200,000 naira, is the same energy I will use in praying. The article I'm going to write, to the post I'm going to write to advertise it, is the same thing. If I decide to run Facebook advert, it's the same thing. So do you get it now? If you look at all this as it were, if you look at all this as it were, the effort is not the problem. It is where you are putting the effort. So do you get it? And now with these numbers, we're going to talk about numbers again. But with these numbers, do you see how easy it is to you to reach your goal? Do you see how easy it is to reach your goal? Because you already know where you are going to 1 million naira. Then you see the roads to go to the 1 million naira. Just like I gave an example of going to Lagos earlier. So if 1 million naira was my Lagos, I can decide to go with the bike. I can decide to trek, which is 1,000 naira. I can decide to go on a horse, or this is 2,000 naira. I can decide to go on a bicycle, 5,000. Motorcycle, 10,000. Trailer or tipper, 20,000. Bus, this one. Train, no, flight, this one. Okay, then maybe super jet, this one. All of them will take me to my destination. But you see, I have decided to choose the one that will get me there when I want to get it. So do you see what I'm talking about? About us knowing your destination, being intentional. This is what is missing, why people are not making the result they need to get. So 1 million naira is not far-fetched. For those of you who see 1 million naira, see it is something that has to come from heaven. You have to do a night visit for 1 year. No, you don't. You just need to think, and this thought will not take you how many hours. And if you are in my AI class, this will take you less than 10 minutes to come up with a plan. Okay? All right, so let's come back. So like I said, it's not about earning. Where's the money? We're going to talk about that. It's not a reactive decision. You have to decide it from the very beginning. Then you have to be clear about your priorities. You have to be what? Clear about your priorities. If you are not clear about what you want, your way to get there will not be clear. So what are the steps to get to this stage you are talking about? What are the steps? I told you it's practical. What are the steps? The first one is to face reality. We have done that. Who am I? What do I want to get? What do I have? What don't I have? What are my faults? What are my strengths? What are the opportunities? What are the things that will affect my journey? All those things, all of it, you need to sit down, face your reality where I am now. Okay? Then the next one, you choose the income path. I want to get to 1 million. What will give me 1 million? Do I need to sell kose or akara? Do I need to sell cakes? Do I need to sell my knowledge? If I'm selling my knowledge, how much am I going to sell it? Who am I going to sell it to? How am I going to package it? What am I going to tell them? All those things, you are going to bring them to the fore. Then you have to prioritize. You will document properly also your expenses, your income, everything you are going to prioritize. Because we are going to talk about stabilizing your money. It's not just enough to make money. You need to stabilize your money. You need to stabilize your money. Protect it. Protect your money. I was keeping millions in my account, and they keep charging me maintenance money, and this money is not increasing. I moved the money to another package, and within how long my money has increased. I'm not going to check my latest amount now. The same savings account, but different results. I mean savings as in keeping it. I don't want to spend it. I keep it. Tomorrow morning, I'm sending some money to my stockbroker to buy some shares for me. What am I doing? I'm kind of protecting my money and also multiplying my money. So you don't just make money, you also find a way of multiplying it. So it does just 1 million. Woo! I've made 1 million. It doesn't stop there. You still can go ahead with it. So the number one is the reality check. We have done part of it earlier. But again, how many income sources do you currently have? Write it down. How many? 1, civil servant. 2, investment. 4, parties, plus all those sources I mentioned. 5, speaking engagement. How many sources do you have? Ask yourself those questions. Okay? So which one do you really control and have power over? Which one do you really control? I work with the government as a supply chain professional. If the government decide not to pay salary today, I can't force them. But you see that AI Master Academy and EdTech Innovation, if I want to make 1 million naira, I know the sweat I need to put in. I know what I need to do, what I need to create, who I need to talk to, what I need to do. I have control over that one. So which of this income that you are getting, do you have control over? Okay? Then after you have made your money, where does the money go out to? Where do you put the money? Where do they leak out? Where do they get lost to? Oh, that's a reality. You need to understand it. Where do you spend your money on? This Christmas, I know how much money I give to people. It's part of my budget. I already budgeted a certain amount of money that I'm going to give to people. So I give 20,000, 10,000, 5,000, like that, share to a lot of people. I had the budget. That is not leakage I'm talking about. Leakage is you are not hungry, you are already eating. Then the next guy, I think I need to go and take shawarma. Then, oh boys, come on, let's meet in non-solo joint. And you say, let me declare beer for you. It's good to build relationship. But what is it building? So sometimes we waste money. We spend money on things that don't matter. You have clothes in your box, 4 different wrappers that you have not sewn. You see another lace, boom, you have bought it. Talking about Ashobi, or how do you call it? Everybody is marrying, now you. Everybody is doing this one, now you. You are just buying clothes, buying clothes, buying clothes. If they are going for wedding somewhere, now you they go. Bury there, now you they go. So where is your money leaking? You need to do that, face reality. Okay? So now that I face reality, the next one is, of course, part of reality is talking about how much you want to make, which you talk about intentional success, where you are choosing how much money you want to make. Then you are now asking your question, what is my source of income? What is my source of the money I'm looking for? This is the second step. So what are you selling? Or what are you going to sell? What are you selling? Or what are you going to sell? What are you going to sell? Akara, cake, palm oil, clothing, children materials, accounting services, tax services, e-books, courses, whatever. So, are you selling physical products? Are you selling digital products? Are you selling services? Are you that's offering services? Are you creating content? Are you doing affiliate marketing? What is it that you want to do? You need to decide it now. We still have one day that you can use to decide it. Okay? Now, there is something that affected me many years in my business, and that is lack of focus. And for everybody who attended my class, I tell you, I teach you a lot of things so that you have options. But I'm not teaching you a lot of things so that you do all. I teach you a lot of things so that you have options, but I'm not teaching you a lot of things so that you do all of them. The reason is I was doing all of the things I know and I was not making progress. I was doing all of the things I know, but I was not making progress. Until I decided to focus and the progress started to come in, started to run, started to flow. You need to decide on your primary source. That one that will give you the millions upon millions upon millions. For me, it is AI Mastery Academy. I have other things that I said. So my energy will go into AI Mastery Academy. The other ones is my money that will sell them. So do you see it now? But for you, I want you to choose one. Don't be like Gabriel. Gabriel has gone ahead of you in many other areas. Choose one. That area you focus. I'm sure you have had multiple streams of income. Please, multiple streams of income doesn't mean selling orange. No, selling orange, selling shoes, selling dresses, selling cars, and that singular business that you have, how many things can you sell inside of it? How many things can you sell inside of it? For those of us who sell our knowledge, who sell our brain, they what we call value ladder. So you have this, then this, then this, then this. All of them are multiple. But imagine now I'm selling AI Mastery Academy, right? And I say I'm doing importation. I used to do importation before. I'm doing importation. I'm doing affiliate marketing for this one. I'm doing this one, and everything is only me. How will I succeed? Big men, Dangote has petroleum, cement, sugar, and everything. Did he start with all of them at once? No. As you're growing, you can diversify. But have one primary one where you put all your energy in it. Okay? So don't do random, unfocused strategies. Face a single strategy so that you can progress. So that you can progress. Okay? All right. So focus versus scatter. That's what I will talk about now. Choose where you want to stay in. Choose where you want to stay in. Retail or wholesale. Services or something you can easily package and scale, like offers. Your own product or somebody else's product. Choose one. Focus. Choose one. People who focus compound. They build and build and build and build. People who are scattered stay busy. They are frying akara here. They are selling oranges here. They are selling clothes there. They are scattered. They are very busy, but they are not focused on building. You don't want to be that scattered, the former Gabriel. You want to be focused, the current Gabriel. Gabriel has AI Mastery Academy and has all the tentacles. All of them feed AI Mastery Academy. Okay? And from 2026, all the energy, even those ones that were spread, will be converted together. Put them straight on AI Mastery Academy. Then the other ones, I use my money to push them. What it means is I'll source the sales of those ones. I say, oh yeah, bros, now you go sell this one. Bros, now you go sell this one. Set up the ad, make it a run, they go. I don't need to be inside of it. But see this AI Mastery Academy, now there my mind is inside. So do you get it? That's what I want you to do. Now that we are talking about business, we are talking about business. Earlier we talked about numbers, and I said I'm going to talk about it again. Know your numbers. This is very critical. If you don't know your numbers, you don't have a business. If you don't know your numbers, you don't have a business. You are just there playing anyhow, anywhere belly face. For those of you who play football, anywhere belly face. You are not to do anywhere belly face. You are supposed to be well targeted. Imagine Osimhen in this African Cup of Nations is doing anywhere belly face. Will you guys not insult the hell out of him? Everybody wants to throw that ball into that net within those the goalposts. That is target. Some people go into business and say anything will make. Now God give us, may God just give us market. No, tell God how much you want, then work towards it, plan towards it. So do you see why your numbers is very, very critical? If you know your numbers, within the part of the numbers earlier, you know what you need to do. Okay? So growth must be tangible. You must know what you want to achieve. And you must write it down. Hello? You must write it down. You must write it down. Not wishful thinking. It's not, what I want to make this year, like 10 million. No, write it down. After I've written down what I will do, define your metrics. I will reach that 1 million. I will reach that 10 million. I will reach that 20 million, 50 million, 100 million. Define your metrics. For those who did success mapping, strategic success mapping workshop, we did, it's not just 1 year, we did 3 years. The other person said, you can even do 5 years. The latest one that did, I said, do 5 years. Go to that future. In 5 years' time, this is what I want to become, a billionaire, for example. How do I come back from that place down here? I also did it for myself. From there, you come back to today. Then you build a bridge that connects today to that 5 years' time when you become a billionaire. That's where the metrics come. So in success mapping, strategic success mapping workshop, we take people through those processes. And AI makes it easier for you. You can see exactly what you need to do with AI. Exactly what you need to do. That's the difference. Many of you that are not using AI, you are cheating yourself. If you know how to use AI, you get a lot of results. Sharp. Something that you need to pay people for. Something that you need to invest a lot of time for. Go to different this thing. With AI, you get it at your fingertips in minutes. So you need to define your metrics. Then once you know your number, consistently, you are working on it. Consistently, you're working on it. So you're not waiting for miracle here and there. Your miracle happens every single day because you're working on it. And that steady progress is what gives you the result. They said, drop by drop, an ocean is formed. That's how you make money. Now, those small numbers add up. They add up. They add up. They add up. They add up before you know what's going on. For those of us, I have a pharmacist colleague. I want to talk about lead poisoning. Lead poisoning doesn't just happen overnight. Lead poisoning doesn't happen overnight. It's a little, consume a little, another little, then it accumulates and causes the oil. Okay? So let's go back again to our template and do some more numbers. So what is your goal, income goal for 2026? So let's say 10 million. 10 million. Okay? 10 million, let's do some mathematics, right? Let me change it. My brain, not if you carry, I don't want to stress my brain. 12 million. Approximately, it means you make 1 million every month. Right? Then we make about 250,000 per week. Okay? If you work 7 days a week, let's assume you are working 247. 7 days a week. How much do you need to make to get this one? Let's say 3 times 7, 21. Remaining 4. So let's say 36,000 per day. Hello, guys. Our target for that business is 12 million naira. So what this means, you need to make 1 million per month. And now since the month does not just come at once, you wake up today and it's 1 month. So you break it down again and say we have 4 weeks in a month. So how much do I need to make in 1 week? So we divide this 4 million by 4. The 1 million by 4. And since week does not just happen, you wake up today, it's a new week, and the week is then the next week is days that make it, you need 36,000 naira approximately. When you calculate, you get the exact amount a day. So the question is, how do I make this one? How do I make 36,000 naira every single day? Now, does it help your thought pattern? Does it help your thought pattern? Tell me, guys, does it help your thought pattern? Of course it does. So what it now means is, if I am selling a product that is 5,000, how many do I need? I need at least 7. And I said it's 1,000 naira. To be on the safe side, what if I get 8 people? Okay, what if I get 8 people? But if what I'm selling is 10,000 naira, it therefore means that I need 4 people. Then the question is, what do I need to do? What do I need to do to get these people to buy? So do I run Facebook ads? Do I use influencers? Do I do webinar? Or what is it do I need to do? Or do I go on Instagram and be begging people? What do I need to do? So do you see now, all I am concentrating on is how do I get either 5 sales or 4 sales every day? How do I get 8 sales or 4 sales every single day? So do you see, because from the very beginning, I have set my goal, my income goal for the year. Now I can work. By the end of the year, I will know whether I'm getting to where I'm getting or not. As I'm progressing, if in January I did not make 1 million, I made, let's say, half of it. It means I need to make the rest half in the rest of the 11 months and still make what each month should be. And gradually I keep building on it. And you know what interesting thing? As the days go by, you become better and better and better at what you do. Because now, every single day, you are making effort that will bring result for you. You're making effort that will bring result for you. By the way, guys, you see what I'm doing to you now? This process you're having now, people pay a lot of money for it. Okay? All right. So, are we together? Is it making a lot of sense? Good. So, these are the numbers we're talking about. When I do one-on-one consultation with my clients, I take it directly to what they are going to do. I will look at their business and say, okay, they sell akara. So let's talk about this akara. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about this. Talk about this one. I'm going to ask if you need one-on-one. I'm available. My own is not 400,000. Don't worry. One day I'll get to that place and charge 1 million. But for now, it's not as much. But we'll talk about that later. Let's concentrate on what you're talking about. Numbers. Your numbers very, very critical. Your numbers are very, 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 very critical. Your numbers are very, very critical. All right. So let's go back and continue from where we stopped. By the way, is it making any sense to you guys? Is it making sense? I want to see in the comment, is it making any sense? Let me know, because I don't want to be speaking alone to myself. Okay. So let's go on. So we have just done the mathematics, right? We have just done the mathematics. So when you do the maths and you are following what is happening, you can adjust here and there until you get it. So you see why it's important to know your numbers. I have more to tell you guys. All right. So how do you achieve the numbers? We talked about your current reality, right? We talked about knowing what you need to sell. We talked about knowing your numbers. Now you know your number, you know what you want to sell, you know what you want to gain, you know your current realities. Now, how do you achieve the numbers? How do you achieve the numbers? That's where marketing comes. There is work to do. Some of you, I'm sure, are even angry that I keep posting advert every day. That is the work. Work did this thing. But you know what? After the work, it is very sweet. Enjoying the benefit of the work is very sweet. Okay? And you know that me, I go the extra mile. Ordinarily, if some people are teaching this class, they won't tell you all this I'm telling you for free. They won't tell you all this I'm telling you. But you know me, I go the extra mile. Now God send me to Una. Now God work at they do. If you like, take up. If you like, no take up. The part when God's going to give me offering, if you don't agree, take up, you know, we'll get more. And I have a lot more. Where this is coming from, I get plenty when I go pour for Una. Okay? Now let's come back. Sorry. Okay, so how do you make the numbers? 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You think it's easy to get 4 people? It's not easy. Even one person, not easy. Remember the 200,000 thing that I said you get 5 people in a month? Getting 1 person is not easy. There's work. But now, the work is not the work that you cannot do. That's what I've come to realize. The work is not the work that you cannot do. It's not a work that you cannot do. It's a work that you can clearly do. It's just that you don't know the work. And there are several ways of getting this thing done. There are several ways of getting this thing done. Okay? All right. So, money follows attention. Once you pay attention critically of getting this result, you see where focus comes back into this? Money will come towards you. Once you become that authority, money will come towards you. Okay? Money will come towards you because you have now made yourself, I am this authority on this matter. Everybody who need that matter knows that I need to pay for it. They come from everywhere to pay you. Am I saying the whole world will come to pay you at once? No. Do I say they all will come today? No. But definitely somebody will pay you. If 1 person pays you, 2 can pay you, 5 can pay you, 10 can pay you, 100, 1,000 can pay you. But you know what you need? You need that first 1 person that will pay you to show that whether what you have is something that people can pay for, then you can build on it. Okay? Then you build audience. You need to build audience. You need to speak the clear message to them and build trust. There's something called KLT. KLT. know, like, trust. It's a process of getting people to buy. The reason why you are here is because I've gotten your tea. I got you to trust me. Those who are not here, many of them do not trust that I'm going to give them what it is. But I want to believe that you guys see what this thing is made of. Do you know this same? Because I can bring it down and say, anybody that's interested in this have to pay an amount of money. And they'll pay. People pay for this. Do you understand? People pay for this. And as I'm talking about it now, I'm thinking, can I just turn this one to a paid? Yes, I can do it. I'll just deactivate the YouTube, that link, and make it private. Anybody that pay, I give you the link. You go and watch it. Maybe that's what I will do. My senior colleague, Fayo, I want to copy your style. She taught me that. I know about it before, but when she did it and I see the money she charged, I say, I've given money on the table, so I'll copy you. Okay, clear message. Then follow up. Follow up. It's not enough to say, come, I'm selling akara, and you keep quiet. If when I told you about this webinar, the first time I kept quiet, and today I come here, will you be here? I keep talking about it. Today I talked about it 3 times, 4 times. I shared in the morning, I shared in the afternoon, I shared around past 7, and I sent another one 15 minutes to the time. Just one day, 4 times. Why did I do that? How many of you are here? Why did I go through all that stress? Because I need to follow up on you to get you to come here. But it's free class. Yes, it's free class. But if you are not here, how can I even deliver the free? If you are not here, how can I even deliver the free? So you see all this process. These are the things I teach my students when they consult me. I teach them exactly what to do that fits your own specific market. You that is selling ebook on health, and you that is selling ebook on technology, and the other one that is selling ebook on social media, it's not the same thing. It's not the same process. So when I do one-on-one with people, I take them through this to get them to get that result. Okay? All right. So now that we have known our number, we have achieved the number, we have taken people through the process and make the money, how do you protect that money? Very, very, very important. How do you protect money? Okay? How do you protect money? Thank you, ma. Madam Fayo says I'm master of follow-up. And I'm not doing enough. I want to do more. I want to do more. I want to take the level of even using emails and more. Not just WhatsApp. I want to do email. How many of you are in the WhatsApp group? My target for this 2026 is to get at least up to 100,000 people in my funnel. Guys, I am serious. You see this achieving the number I talked about, this one. I'm serious about it. 100,000 people, that's what I want to get. Not just Facebook followers. I work on Facebook followers. But inside my funnel, people are going to talk to. I paid for one tool. Would they be that? 25,000 naira. 25,000. Secret, I don't tell you. For those of you who are here, okay, stay there. But I have a lot more people. In actual fact, I want to go beyond the shores of Nigeria. Those that will pay me dollars. I have people to pay me 20,000 naira. It's like I'm collecting their life savings. Some 2,000 miles, I'm collecting life savings. How much is 2,000? It's just $1 something. How much is 20,000 naira? How much is 1,000? Less than $15. I want to go place that they'll pay me $97 for the same thing I'm giving you for 20,000 naira. All right. Okay. So now that you have made the money, you need to protect the money. I mentioned you earlier that I kept money in the bank and the money is not increasing. Yet fast, they are collecting this one, collecting this one, collecting this one from that money. Even my savings account, there's one time I had like 2 million in my savings account in UBA. If I want to withdraw money, I'll be looking at it. If I withdraw money 3 times, I'll be more than 3 times, they will not pay me, what's it called? Interest. And I say, okay, now I'm not spending money from other sources. So that one will just stay, make the month end. There was this month, I suffered myself. I had money elsewhere, so that's what I mean by suffer myself. Not that I stay hungry. I have other sources where I have money. But that money, because I have like 2 million in that account that time. So make I not touch them so that when they go pay me the interest, they will pay me, I think, is it 16,000? I'll be 6,000. I don't know. I can't even remember. I say about 3,000 something. I can't remember how much they're going to pay me, Sha. From that 2 million. I think it's 3, is it 3,000 or how much? I can't remember exactly how much they are going to pay me. Only for the month to end, and they not pay me anything, and I will check. So I didn't know that I did more than 3 times. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? And inflation is growing. So you need to protect your money. Now I have moved my money to money market mutual fund that they are paying me. The last time I checked, they are paying me 19%. I don't know how much it is now. And that money, in 1 month, I've made like 3 times whatever it is they give me in UBA. Guys, I'm protecting that money. And whatever I'm getting is higher than inflation. So the money will not reduce in value. And I'm getting more of it. Okay? I told you I want to buy shares. That's another way of protecting my money. Okay? So making money is a skill on its own. That's what we just talked about. Making the money is a skill. But keeping that money is another skill. Keeping that money is another skill. That's the stability we're talking about. I get that before. They say what? No be property, right? I get that before it's no property. Last year, my money went into my account. I get like 20 million from my account. How much remain? If you use it to buy assets, it's understandable. But if you don't use it to buy assets and you cannot trace it, I get that before no property. So you need that stability. And when you are stable, you have money somewhere, your money is protected, you have the confidence to go for more. You have the confidence to go for more. Okay? So, one of the first places we are going to look at where our money leaks away is untracked expenses. People spend money anyhow. I was watching Dr. Olumide Emmanuel, the pastor gentleman that teaches finance. He has a pastor, he runs a church. He was talking, and to show example, he brought out his diary and jotting, and he was telling the listener that, see, even the tithes I gave today, the offering I gave today, I took note of it. It's not easy. Even me, when they talk this one, not all my expenses I am able to track. But the more expense you can track, the better you have at managing your money. So you see this part too. Now my own current reality that I'm also working on. It's my current reality that I'm also working on. Okay? So you need to track your expenses. What are you spending money on? What are you spending money on? Now, so that your money is well tracked, you need to do what is called budgeting. You need to do what is called budgeting. You don't just spend money anyhow. You should have how much money you want to dash people in a month. You should have how much money you want to spend on transport, on food, on rent, on data, on everything. You should have all those budgeted. Have your money planned and have the money you are going to save for investment. You see, people say when they get money, they spend, and whatever is left, they invest. No, I don't do that. I mean, at least I've gone over that one. I already know how much I'm going to put in my investment. It's an amount of money I want to buy shares with. It's an amount of money I want to buy shares with. There's a amount of money I want to keep aside for anything. An amount of money I want to invest in marketing. You need to do that. So budgeting helps you with your expenses. Because if you budget early and you know what you want to spend and you track it, you know whether you are still within your budget or you are going beyond it. Have you not had people say they went to their uncle and they asked for money and they say, sorry, my budget for help or charity this month is finished till next month. People will be looking at them, what kind of person is this? How can you say you are? That is their life. If you plan your own better, should you forget your own money? That's not being stingy. It's being wise. It's being what? Wise. If you want to make money in 2026, track your expenses. Budget your spendings. Okay? Then income strategy. You are not organized. We have said that you need to organize your income. We have how many sources of income do you have? That's one of the questions we asked earlier. We said use one as a primary. Get the other ones. Even those other ones that you want to get, in case you want to get more than one. But I told you start with one. Don't go beyond that. If opportunity comes to make extra money, please do it quickly. But don't let it disturb that primary one. Even those ones should be well planned, well calculated. And when the money comes, you see that law of your money. When you are doing budget, you know budget is not just only what you spend. Budget also includes how much will come in. Create opportunities for those ones that will come from or maybe unexpected areas. Like me, I have salary. I facilitate workshops. I attend workshops. There are two different things. So, facilitating workshop means I go get money for facilitator. I'll get money for attendance. That's in my own area. But attending means I'm a participant. That money day. And I know that any bad as bad, at least one workshop in a month fee approve for me. So when I apply my 2026, 12 workshops, let's say they pay us, let's say 150 for 3 days workshop. That's 150 times 12 months. That money don't day my budget. Do you get it now? I'm budgeting for salary, how much they come every month. I'm budgeting for my business. I'm budgeting for some of those webinars they will call me for. Some of those, and I prepare myself for it. So you need to do those budgets. Then how much am I going to spend on all these other things? I have miscellaneous because there's some money you cannot account for. Miscellaneous. So create it in your budget so that in case you're not able to track everything, those one will fall inside that miscellaneous. Okay? But if your miscellaneous is getting too big, you need to question yourself. But if you can track every single kobo that goes out of your pocket, please do that. Okay? So we say random income. Be strategic in your income. Be strategic in your income. Then delay decision making. This is where many people miss out. Gabriel say, come join this thing. Say, no, you want to collect my money. Why can't you do it for free? This. March come. March don't go. You know join AI Mastery Academy. April come. You know join. May, we did not do it. June, you know join. July, you know join. And you have been following all this while, and Gabriel want to collect your money. If you want to share testimonial that somebody did almost 500,000 when we did 1 week implementation, that no concern you. Gabriel, you do why you want to collect your money. When we do book writing and people sold book and got back the money you registered for this thing, you still did not join. This delayed decision making is hurting you. It's not hurting me. Those who took decision early have paid me, so I've made money. They have come in, I have given them value. They now know what to do, and they are ahead of you. There's one of my students of AI Mastery Academy that used the knowledge, what I taught them, to create something that they are going to use in 2026. And already his church has already ordered for 200 copies. 200 copies of that thing. He never producer, but they've ordered 200 copies of it. 200 copies of that. Even if he's selling it for 500 naira, that's 100,000. If he's selling it for 1,000, that's how much? 200,000. How much did the man pay for the class? Maybe 22,500. Delayed decision making is what is costing you a lot of things in your life. I will do them tomorrow. I will do them next week. No, it's next month. No, 2027. All those delayed, not only for my own, no, for a lot of things that you need to change. They are the things that are affecting you. Those are where money is losing. Now, someone say, when you say I lose money, you're talking about money that came into my hand and left out. No, the money that's even supposed to come that you did not allow to come is a loss. The money that's supposed to come that you did not allow to come is also a leak, is also a loss. Okay? Do you get it? So these are the silent leaks. So how do you stabilize your money? How do you protect your money? The first one here is emergency buffer. Establish a robust emergency fund to absorb unexpected financial shocks. Okay? How do you do that? You should have, some people say 5 times, some people say 6 times, some people say 7 times, or 7 months of your expenses. If your expenses every month is 100,000, find a way of creating an emergency fund for 700,000. Now you cannot build it at once because you also need to be building other ones. So you build one, you can be building into it until you stabilize it. The other one is for emergency. Whether emergency come or you don't come, the money stays there. And I advise use money market mutual fund for that one. So that it's not just staying in your bank account, it is also multiplying itself, compounding itself. So that is emergency buffer. It's a way of protecting your income. Another one is insurance. If you can do insurance, fine. Buy an insurance product. Insurance companies have some products now that is a savings account, but it's also an insurance package. If anything happens, you are protected. Then your expenses. Forecast and manage your monthly expenses for greater financial clarity. Very, very important. I talk about budgeting. I talk about tracking your income. That is part of your stability strategy, your money protection strategy. Then investment. Investment. Now, let me tell you something. Many people think you need to be as rich as Dangote or that your rich uncle or that manager before you start investing. No. You don't have to wait till that. Do you know that you can invest 1,000 naira every month in the Nigerian stock market? You don't know? Now you know. There are shares that are selling for 5 naira. If you buy 200 pieces of that shares, that's 1,000 naira. But you have that share now. If the share was selling for 500 naira, for example, 5 naira, for example, and it rose to 7 naira, you have gained 2 naira on each of them. If you spend 1,000, now how much do you have? 1,400. So do you see? You are protecting that 1,000 and helping it to get more. I mentioned money market mutual fund. So you can also buy foreign stock. You can buy share in Apple, share in Facebook, share in where all those big companies, Amazon and the rest of them. You can even start with $5. How much is $5? $5 is, let's say, about less than 10,000 naira. You can do that and invest in foreign stocks. You can be buying shares and all those things. And it's very easy to do that. Bamboo is there, rice is there, and so on. You can gather money and buy people's business. You can invest in people's business. If you see a business that has prospect, you do your calculation, do your investigation, do everything, and you see that this business can bring this thing, you put your money there. But you have to do your due diligence. All these ones, I will advise that you get financial advice properly on it. But these are things I do. These are things I do. I've not burnt my fingers yet. I told you tomorrow I'm going to send in 300,000 naira to buy shares for me. The last time we discussed, I was saying 200,000 naira. I don't delay. Make I add more. Last day of the year, I will buy 3 stock, 100,000. By tomorrow, if you change my mind, make it 400,000. You get. So these are the ways of stabilizing your money. So you're not just making money and keeping it. You are making money and increasing it. So you have an extra source of income. Remember how many sources of income you have when I started? The question I asked, now you have more sources of income. Okay? So we have talked about the process, what you need to know. Now, I want you to decide to say for the next 90 days. Now, many of you have church programs where they say 21 days fasting, 30 days fasting. Now your pastor vision be that one. He has told you this is what God says we should do. Please, I'm not stopping you. Do it. You do your own vision. You see that one? You are taking care of the spiritual angle. The Bible tells us, I'm a Christian. For those Muslims, please, I'm sure your God also told you in your own Quran. Faith without work is dead. So while you are praying for 21 days, fasting for 21 days, begin to do this one in the physical, so that prayer will get what you go to fertilize. Imagine you buy 100 bags of fertilizer. You go to the farm, right? And go and pour it in the farm. But you do not plant a single seed. Nothing grows. Your prayer is fertilizer. What it does is make it grow faster. Make it have more blessing. It does not take the place of sowing, does not take the place of tilling the ground and sowing, Don't miss it. Many people miss it. Many Christians miss it. Many Christians will not go to their businesses. They will go to church and say, God, do wonders for me. God, increase my finance. The place that money will increase, you are not there. Which one will God bless? You are in the church. God will bless you with good health. God will give better spirituality and everything. How about that money part? The reason many people are poor is because they are wasting their energy on the things that are not the one that will give them the result. I'm not saying prayer is bad. I'm not saying fasting is bad. I'm saying don't do only that one. There are other things that come with it. Thank God for the Bible. It says faith without work is dead. So I want you to choose one income. I want you to choose one financial goal. And I want you to choose one skill and get this done. Once you are clear and you know what you want, sometimes some people have difficulty in choosing what will work because they don't have the experience. That is where people like us come in, where we can help you. Right? Okay. But when you have clarity, it creates that momentum, that power, that energy. You become a force that cannot be stopped. That's momentum. Right? A force that cannot be stopped. Okay? And when you are focused, your energy is protected. You are not spending energy in frying akara. Under energy, you are using it to do shoe. Under energy, you are using it to do cake, like that. All your energy is in one place. For those of you who did integrated science in secondary school, when you put this magnifying glass with sun and they concentrate on one place, it burns the paper. That is focus. And that's what you need to do for the next 90 days, starting on 1st of January. I don't know if it's making a lot of sense to you guys. I don't know if it's making a lot of sense, but I have put this thing together because I want you to get results. I want you to get results. And if you follow what I teach, I assure you, my brothers and my sisters, they are going to get results. So what next? 1 million is not magic. 1 million is not magic at all. Consistent action, no be which. Consistent action will give you the result. You build a system that can make it work. Build a system that can make it work. And if you do not structure it, you will fail. Simple. So set the goal, 1 million naira, 10 million naira, anyone. Systems, what structures are we going to put in place? Then systems first, then structure, how is it going to follow each other? What are we going to do to get results? Right? Now, I have an announcement to make here. Just this one. Last year, I have this the Millionaire Challenge. Last year, I came up with a Millionaire Challenge. And what I wanted to do was, it's a 3-month program, but I extended it to 4 months. And my intention was, this December, we will gather in Lagos, Whispering Palms. I've never been there, but I've been hearing about it. I like to go to that place. And I said, okay, let's work together. I'm looking for 10 people. Let's work together Let's make a minimum of 1 million naira. Then you see this December, this time now that I'm doing with you on online, we'll be there face to face 3 days. You have money to pay for hotel for the 3-4 nights or whatever to travel down there out of the money you have made. Then I will take you through 3 days retreat. 3 days retreat where we work on it. We'll work on it. We'll create something that will make 2026 better than 2025. Now, the idea is, since we are doing the online, we work towards it, everything, in that 3 to 4 months, we have made enough money that will take you to this retreat. In this retreat, we'll do something for 2026. And 2026, December, we'll go to UK or we'll go to Dubai or any of those European countries for Christmas. And I called it Christmas in the UK. Unfortunately, people didn't enroll for it. Whether they don't have the money or whatever it is, I don't know. I didn't plan to talk about it, but now that I was talking about it, it occurred to me. I still want people, because my plan this year, June ending, I'm going to Ghana. That is the plan. It's the next plan of that one. It was supposed to be Whispering Palm December this year, Ghana June next year, then UK December next year. To me, I still have that plan. Me cannot go to Whispering Palm, but can go to Ghana, or I can go to my family if I choose. Okay? But for now, we are saying the individual. So I'm searching for 10 people. I don't want a crowd. 10 people. We still want to do the 1 million naira challenge. And the 1 million naira challenge will be for the first quarter of 2026. You will make 1 million naira minimum. See the word I use, will. Will, not you can. Will. If you are interested, after this, send me an inbox. It's not cheap. It's a lot of money. If you like, if you borrow, I don't mind. But I'm 100% sure that if you do what I ask you to do, you make that 1 million naira. Do you get it? 1 million naira, you make it before March. Before March 2026, you make 1 million naira or more. But minimum 1 million naira. If you don't make them, I'll return money to you. Yes, I'm saying it public. You make 1 million naira. By March, you don't make 1 million naira. I will return the money you paid me for it. Now, you are going to join me in Accra, Ghana. Or if you change our mind, we'll go to Rwanda. But Accra is the one that is on my mind. Accra people, if you are here, I will do a seminar in that Accra. I will go to Accra, do this one, and see chop money for there again. Okay. If you are interested, please inbox me. Inbox me. Let's talk about it and see how you can benefit from it. I'm going to work with you. It's private. I'm going to work with you. 10 people only. I have 30 people here, 10 people only. But that's by the side. But there's something that is for general for everybody. I'm not telling you anything about this one, but this one, I will share it by tomorrow. I will share the detail. Go and read it if you are interested. It's 2,000 naira. It will not change my life whether you pay or you don't pay. Of course, I can buy ice cream for my son. Okay? But I'm trying to make you understand that 2,000 naira is nothing compared to what you are going to gain by the time I declare. I don't want to spend a lot more time on this one. It's 2,000 naira. Okay, my picture is covering 2,000. But it's 2,000 naira, guys. This is 2,000 naira if you are interested in it. Hold on 1 second so that people will see it. Okay. So this package, I'm going to share the details about it later. If you cannot spend 2,000 naira after this story, I don't tell you. I don't do the one God sent me. He remained your hand for your hand. Okay? But what am I saying? I want to work with you for 7 days or so. 7 days. This program I did now, I can sell it for that same 2,000, 5,000, 7,000, and it will be worth it. But I'm not selling this. But I'm creating this 2026 money reset package. There are a lot of things that will go into it. There are a lot of things that will go into it. Some training that I'm going to give you. Even the 2,000, I'm looking at it. I'm not going to say the train money so. but I don't mind. I mean, I get my plan, so my own 50 million, 100 million, maybe this one will bring up. Of course, it's part of it. All right. So, guys, this is what we've got for you to start this journey. I want to see whether this preaching enter your blood or it don't enter your blood. Okay? Okay? Whether it enter your mind or enter your mind. You know, okay? All right. So, guys, I want to believe that you gain something. So, okay, sorry, I don't have an account now. Sorry, I will share it in the group. If you're not in the group, I don't know who invited you, so be on the safe side. This is my phone number. If you are not in the group, please send me a message on this phone number so that I can add you to the group. I will share the full details by tomorrow. So those of you who are interested in the one-on-one to make your first 1 million naira by March, send me a message, this same number. But those of you who want to do the money reset pack, which is for 7 days, maybe it's 14 days, of the 1st in January, I will share the details by tomorrow. Right? Now, this is all I've got for you for tonight. But what will gladden my heart is if by this time next year, I'm doing another webinar like this, and I have people from this webinar sharing testimonials. That will make me happy. That will give me joy. Okay? That will give me joy. But like I said, the next step, follow this next step. Set your goal. Set up the system. Create the structure. And I assure you, the sky will be your launching pad. Thank you so very much for this. Thank you so very much for sharing this time with me. I had fun. I enjoyed it. I learned from it myself. I want to believe that you guys also learned a lot. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask in the group because we have spent a lot of time. I don't want us to spend more time. My budget was 2 hours, and we have done almost 2 hours. I don't want us to spend extra time on this. So thank you so very much for this opportunity to share my thoughts on how we are going to make our 2026 better than our 2025. Not just better, but like 10 times better. Like 10 times better. I believe you have learned. Wow. Olawumi Ajayi said, I will share my own testimony next year. Yes, that's the spirit. Madam Fayo says, thanks. Yeah, thank you for being here. I'm happy I've already made this impact. So I salute you guys. I thank you for your time. I thank you for joining me on this journey. It is my pleasure that you are here. It is my pleasure that you continue to follow us on this journey. But most importantly, that we get the result that we want. So have a beautiful night rest. I will share more details by tomorrow. Thank you. God bless you.